Alright, the other day a coworker of mine left behind a stack of old off-road magazines, and the most interesting article was the Cheap Truck Challenge article. Really enjoyed that one. You know, when I was younger, my parents didn't hand me a brand new BMW 3 Series. You know, I bagged groceries and had an '89 S10 Blazer, and that was back in 1999. And back in '99, a S10 Blazer wasn't a hot ride. You know, the kids in the rich high schools had BMW 3 Series. But yeah, man, I bagged groceries when I was a kid, drove a '89 Blazer, and you know, I think that was a good experience. You know, it's a good experience to earn your own car. You know, if your parents handed you a Mercedes or a BMW, fuck, dude, hug your parents, man, because that's sweet, man. I have nothing against that. You know, rich parents handing you nice cars, that's cool, man. That's opposite side of the spectrum for me, though. So these cheap vehicle articles or videos on YouTube about cheap vehicles, I kind of gravitate towards them because it makes me remember my childhood. It's probably a Freudian thing to remember a simpler time in your life, and I remember that totally. You know, I look back at that fondly. You know, so, and then I think people who fix up cheaper vehicles on YouTube are just friendlier. Like, you know, if I respond to a video where someone's building up a $80,000 car or truck, they tend to not respond to videos. But when I talk to someone on YouTube and they're building, you know, a $1,000 vehicle, a $2,000 vehicle, they're friendly, man, and they talk cars. And that's who I am. I like to talk cars in real life and on the internet. So I might take this challenge one day, a cheap truck challenge. So the article, the premise of the article is to take $2,012, because the article was made in September 2012, I guess, so I guess that's where they got the $2,012 figure. And then with the other $2,012, you know, buy modification. So it was on a budget of like $4,000. The premise is, you know, a kid working at Subway or McDonald's could afford, you know, $4,000 vehicle. So everyone could play. So I took that challenge on Craigslist. I didn't buy a car. I will someday probably if I get bored and I want to buy another car. Spend $2,000 on an off-road vehicle. But I went on Craigslist. $2,013 was the budget because it's 2013 now, and this is what I came up with. 1998 Grand Cherokee, Jeep Grand Cherokee, $1,600. I'm not a fan of this body style Jeep. I like the boxy ones more, but fuck, 1998 Grand Cherokee. If you're 16 years old right now, you can afford this if you have a job at Starbucks. And that's a cool way to roll, man. That's a luxurious vehicle at $1,600. No shame in a Grand Cherokee. 4x4 6-cylinder tow package. Current registration, very dependable, that's the key word, 200,000 miles. So there you go. 98 Grand Cherokee. Like I said, I prefer the boxier ones. Next up, 1987 Dodge Ram Charger. This is kind of like in the shadow of the Broncos and the K5 Blazers. I don't see many people talk about these things, or I don't really see them around, or even see many articles on them. I don't know, maybe the aftermarket for them's weak, but this one's lifted with bigger tires. $1,900. I don't know if this is a good choice for a kid, though. It probably gets like 7 miles per gallon. I know stock, they got like 10 miles per gallon stock, so lifted with bigger tires like this, probably 7. But they're nice. I totally drive one of these. Maybe I like them because they're in the shadow of the Broncos and Blazers. Alright, here it is. O.J. Simpson Bronco, 1986, $2,000. Much bigger aftermarket for these things. $2,000 or trade. I don't know what you're going to trade. Your Xbox 360 and game collection, I guess. 5.0 engine. That's what's in my Econoline, and it's a great engine. So it can't go wrong with a Bronco. Okay. I was surprised to find this, a 1991 Range Rover for $1,400. Alright, it says it runs and drives great. Pink slip in hand, has a small dent behind the passenger window. The power windows and chair don't work. 4x4 works perfectly. Yeah, man, what's the catch, man? $1,400. This is pretty funny. I don't want to donate or give to charity. What a douchebag. But I understand, man. Baby needs a new pair of shoes, so you need the cash. Please, no fake people. Yeah, that's cool, man. I don't like fake people either. Maybe some people like fake people. They're all over Facebook. But yeah, man, $1,400 for a Range Rover. I would almost buy this thing. But something about the Euro trash vehicles that freaked me out. I just feel like if it broke down, it would cost a lot more than $1,400 to fix it. I feel like there's that catch to buying Euro trash, but Range Rover is supposedly some of the most capable off-road vehicles on the planet, even stock, so I don't know, man. Still tempted, even though it's a Euro trash vehicle. $1,400, man. Damn, man, imagine driving that as a 16-year-old. You're gonna look like you're balling. Balling, man. Okay. 96 Chevy Blazer. I would drive this in a heartbeat. Like I said, I had an 89 S10 Blazer, 4.3 V6, one of the most reliable engines ever. Here's a fun fact. They still put 4.3 V6s in the Chevy and GM vans and the full-size trucks. That engine's never going to go away. That means they've perfected that engine over the years. Not the most powerful engine, but in this case, one of the most reliable engines on the planet. This one has 146,000 miles. That engine's going to go for 300,000 miles. I like the two-door body style. If I had $2,000, I'd buy this right now. My Blazer had like 170,000 miles on it before it got hit. I wouldn't be surprised if it would still be running today. Junkyard took it, and they probably took the engine out of it. You know, such a stout engine. Nice vehicle right here. Alright, for you import fans, this is the Taliban favorite. The Taliban loves Toyota pickups. This one has a 22 RE engine, 4-banger, one of the most reliable and easily fixed engines ever. If you look at engine rebuild ads, they always advertise $700 for a rebuild, but there's like a little caption, there's a catch, and they always put in tiny print, 22 RE engine. You know, an engine rebuild will probably cost more than $700. But if you got this motor, it'll cost like $700. Easy motor to work on, reliable. Lacks power, but you know, sometimes reliability is more important than power. So $2,000 appears to be lifted already. If you're a youngster, this is the way to go, man. Good fuel economy, and you could go four-wheeling. So this is probably a good choice to buy if you're a younger person and you know you want a cheap 4x4. Alright, 4Runner, $1,250. This has the 3-point slow engine. This is not, the engine in this is not a legend like the 22 RE. This is one of the more disliked motors for Toyota. This one has a blown head gasket, that's why it's $1,250. But take the $1,250, buy it. If you could find someone who could fix it for under $1,000, hey, you got yourself a $2,000 Toyota 4Runner. These are very popular vehicles, very popular body style. People like these things. They hold their value when they don't have a blown head gasket. Hell, buy this and swap the 22 RE engine in it. In this case, it's like you're downgrading power but upping the reliability. And nothing wrong with that. As you get older, you say to yourself, you know what, it's not all about power. It's about reliability, something that will start every time. Alright, one more. 1990 Chevy K150, $2,000, step side, 350 engine. One of the most legendary engines of all time. Can't go wrong with that. How many miles? Doesn't say, but easy motor to fix. And I like that it's a 5-speed manual. I take it back. I wouldn't buy that Blazer if I had $2,000. I'd buy this because it has a manual, 350, 33-inch tires. This one's already ready to go. I mean, you don't even need to take another $2,000 to fix it up. Put the other $2,000 in for gas money. But this one's nice. But there you have it. Cheap Truck Challenge. Cool article. Like I said, maybe one day I'll buy a $2,000 truck and document it on YouTube for people who like to talk cars. You know, just buy a $2,000 4x4, document it, fix it up, do the maintenance, you know, make a series about it, because that's fun, man. I like talking car. And then take the thing off-road. Alright everyone, kick ass, be safe, and take it easy.